Welcome to the It Doesn't Hold Up podcast. We review and re-evaluate all things we remember fondly from our childhood and years prior to see if they still hold up. And more if not, they probably don't. I'm Stuart Shepherd along with my co-host and good friend Michael Smith. Smith, how are you doing?
I'm hot. I am so hot. It's absolutely sweltering here in the UK today. How are you?
Yes, I'm also rather hot. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm not wearing this vest because I'm trying to be like our latest episode. It is sweltering, the hottest day of the year. So I have a big tower fan behind me. I'm wearing a vest. It's very, very hot. So I echo the
I own a
sentiments.
vest, but I won't wear it on YouTube because I have shame.
You don't have these guns. Yeah. Oh, also, Smith, before I forget, could I borrow some
Hmm.
duct tape, please?
Yes, you may. What do you need it for?
Oh, well, I have a lot of things that need to be fixed, and duct tape is essential to that maintenance. Ooh.
Right.
Little tease for
Okay.
what we're doing.
Well,
Oh God, asking for duct tape. That sounds like I'm going to kidnap someone. Yeah, yeah. I think I
it's
said that
kind
at
of
all.
it had rapey undertones, I'm not going to lie.
Smith, can I borrow a paperclip?
You may borrow a paperclip, yes. I
Thank you
have
very much.
plenty of them because I work in an office and routinely steal stationery.
Absolutely. Anyway, right. So before we get into this episode's nomination, just want to talk about last episode's feedback, which was Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. We got a shitload of feedback for this. So much, right? So I can't read it all out, but I've picked out the most, funniest ones. So in no particular order. Yes! Can't wait to listen to this later. So we got feedback
Ooh.
even before we release the episode.
Is that
Uh,
is that feedback or is that for feed four?
Foreshadowing.
Ignore, ignore me.
Yeah, yeah.
I have, by the way, stricken Moonwalker from my memory entirely.
We didn't cover Moonwalker, Stu. What are you talking about?
I just thought for my own sense of sanity, I had to remove it.
Fair enough. Right. As an MJ fan, I love it, but it's bonkers. Michael Jackson and Joe Pesci is everyone's favorite two perverts in one film. Is Joe Pesci a pervert?
I've never heard that Joe Pesci's a pervert.
Oh, right in if Joe Pesci is a pervert.
If you're Joe Pesci and you are indeed a pervert, please write in.
Please do. I had memories flooding back to me about a family friend's daughter who was obsessed with MJ, and she was making me watch this film. I distinctly remember thinking I had no idea what the hell was going on, but thinking that Smooth Criminal was a great tune. Yes, it is.
Mm.
Uh, I love Stu's jacket. Let's not talk about where it came from. And
It's his wife's jacket.
Smith.
It's a woman's jacket.
Yes, but it fits so well.
You have a woman's jacket.
I do. I love this episode, guys. I remember being a young kid when I first saw even a poster for this. I'm a 97 kid, and I thought it was going to be like Labyrinth. So I'm glad I never watched it as a kid. Laughed my arse off. How the fuck did you see a poster for Moonwalker and think it was going to be like Labyrinth?
And you were born in 97. I don't want to consider the feedback of people that young.
Yeah. And then
I shan't solicit feedback from people in their 20s.
no, certainly not. And this was my absolute favourite. Nonsense. Thank you.
Thinking nonsense.
Sense.
Have you ever
Fantastic.
seen is it Brass Eye?
So yeah. I got the reference, but also it's very apt. Right. So that was all the feedback we got. Did you get any crazy feedback for Moonwalker?
The only other feedback I got from Moonwalker was, wait, Michael Jackson made a movie?
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot as well that he did been in other films as well. I think it's Men in Black 3
Is
where he
he?
turns up. I'm sure he's in one of the Men in Blacks.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
one or
maybe
two.
three. Maybe three.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
two. Two's the really bad one.
He
Maybe
was
it's two.
also an anonymous voice in The Simpsons when it was that episode where that white geezer was trying to pretend to be Michael Jackson. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he was, and that episode of The Simpsons is not shown anymore.
Is that right?
Yeah, because
Oh,
you know,
Michael Jackson. Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Anything further you'd like to say on Moonwalker, or should we move swiftly on?
I don't know what Moonwalker is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine, we'll move swiftly on.
The Bond film.
But yeah, I just realised that we did
Yeah,
Moonraker, and in two episodes like we do Moonwalker. Maybe we
I
should
had
just
to
do
correct myself several times while we were talking, not to say Moonraker.
yeah, that whole music video in Moonraker.
I think Joe Pesci's missed his calling as a Bond villain.
Oh, I think so too.
He could have been a good one, but anyway.
The swearing, the copious swearing.
Fuck you, Bond, you motherfucker, you.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that.
You're a fucking suave British fucking agent. Fucking fuck you, fucker.
I kind of want to watch this now.
Yeah, no, I
Right.
do. That's right. I'm writing it.
Yeah, you do it. Right. This episode's nomination came from Smith himself, and we've gone back to TV show, and it's MacGyver.
MacGyver, MacGyver, MacGyver. And don't worry, if you forget the name of the TV show you're watching, they say it 30 times an episode.
They do, because MacGyver does actually have a first name. His name is Angus, but apparently you don't find that out until like series 7. But yeah, the show follows Angus MacGyver, who is a troubleshooter for the fictional foundation in Los Angeles as an agent, the Department of External Services. And essentially, he
Also known
solves
as the
problems.
Phoenix Foundation
Yes,
for
exactly.
some reason. Oh, God knows.
Yeah, and he solves problems with very minimalist resources every
My
single
understanding of
week.
my understanding of the Phoenix Foundation is it consists of MacGyver, a woman called Nikki who turns up at some point in the third series,
Yep,
his mate Pete,
Pete Thornton.
and Pete, yep, and as many helicopters as they can get their hands on.
Well, it was the 80s, of course.
Well, that's true. Yeah, if you're not traveling by helicopter, are you really traveling?
It's true.
No.
Yes.
The answer is no.
Right, so MacGyver ran for 7 seasons from 1985 until 1992. It debuted in the States in September 1985. We here in the UK didn't get it until 1989, which I thought was interesting. But for the
Because we just
purpose,
couldn't handle the sheer power of the mullet.
no, we couldn't. I don't think anyone could
Also,
have.
the UK government were wringing their hands about whether or not kids would copy MacGyver and tried to create arc welders out of paper clips and bits of battery.
The thing is, you kid, but I'm sure there was a little bit of the, or should we show this? So
Yeah, I'm sure it was it was an epidemic.
yeah, absolutely.
Wait a minute, that kid's got a Swiss Army knife. Get him!
Yep. What a Swiss
He's
Army knife.
slowly he's slowly fashioning something.
Yeah, he's
Let's wait for
wheeling
him to
some
finish
wood.
and see what happens.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, it ran from 1985 until 1992. For the purpose of this episode, or our episode, we're going to take 2 episodes of MacGyver from season 3, episode 4, which is Ghost Ship, and episode 8, which is the Widowmaker. Now, Smith, is there any particular reason why you chose this season and these episodes, or was it purely random?
No, there was a couple of reasons. One, I didn't want to go with
Hmm.
the first season. I specifically didn't want to go with the pilot because these are the things that are just bedding in. They're not
Yep.
quite finding their feet. So you want to go something a little bit later.
Hmm.
I wanted, for financial reasons, to choose 2 in the same season, so we didn't have to buy multiple seasons. I also looked up a list of the best episodes and found the ones that seemed to be the most fun. One, because of the word Bigfoot, and the other because of its similarities to Cliffhanger
Yes, I was going to say the Widowmaker, aka Cliffhanger.
and the appearance of Murdoch. There's a couple of recurring characters, and I wanted to pick one, and it was either going to be say, Jack or Murdoch. And I was like, which one do I go with? And I went with Murdoch, and I'm really, really fucking glad I did.
Oh, me too. I commend you, sir, for picking this episode with Murdoch.
Now, I will say the Bigfoot episode called Ghost Ship, for some reason, was not as fun as I was hoping.
Yeah, well, we'll get
But
to
it
it.
still had its moments. We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. Right, so we've done 1985 before, so this is a TV show, so it's a bit different. So what are we doing for scene setting for this part?
Well, I thought we'd just keep it a little bit loosey-goosey this time
Hmm.
around. Just talk about our favourite Saturday afternoon TV shows. What we
Oh,
used to
wow.
like when we were a kid, or maybe when we were a little bit older. We've obviously covered the best of the bunch
Hmm.
in the A Team. We've covered that a long time ago. There are obviously other favourites. I have a particular fondness for Quincy.
I don't think I've ever seen Quincy. Never.
Quincy's
No,
great.
no,
He's a
no.
he's a coroner that runs around acting like a policeman, or diagnoses murder, in which he's a doctor who runs around acting like a policeman.
Yeah, Dino Smudder was great, but it was never on Saturday afternoons.
Oh, all right,
Hmm.
fine.
So favourite Saturday afternoon show? Yeah, it was for me as a kid. It was like the golden age of TV because, like, in the early 90s, like for really on there'd be like midday WCW was on, so it was like some
Mm-hmm.
sort of like Saturday night WCW that we got Saturday afternoon, and then there'd be the A Team, and then there would be like MacGyver, and then
MacGyver.
there'd be Baywatch, and then later on,
Baywatch.
you would start getting all the other ones. You'd start getting like Blind Date, you would get Gladiators, you would get, I mean, this is more evening
Blind
TV,
date.
and Noel's House Party, and all this crap. So it just seemed like from about midday onwards, I was a complete couch potato, just sat in front of shit. But
I've got no reason to go out ever.
yeah. Oh, Knight Rider, how can we forget that? So
Oh
yeah.
yes, Knight Rider. So it's interesting the ones that we remember and the ones that we like. So we said the A Team. Knight Rider was, I'm assuming terrible.
I'm
The
sure it is. Yeah.
Incredible, the Incredible Hulk
Oh my God, yes, that was
with
on Saturday afternoons. Yeah,
Lou
yeah,
Ferrigno, the wonderful Incredible Hulk, in which a man turned into a bigger man.
yeah, with green shoes.
Yeah, and Thor turned up one time. It was pretty cool. I mean, there's other ones like you said, I'm not limiting it purely to Saturday because of my love of Quincy, but I also have a real fondness for Monk when I was slightly older. Monk with Tony Shalhoub.
Yep.
That's a fantastic daytime detective show from America that has absolutely no running plot beyond the tiniest little hints. It's yeah, and I'd really recommend Monk. If not Monk's Last Case, the Netflix revival, that wasn't very good.
Mm.
Um, what else? What else are those big 80s shows?
Oh, there
I
must be
can't think.
ones we're
There's
forgetting.
got to be,
I mean,
there's got to be ones we're forgetting.
I never saw Airwolf. Like, I've heard of it,
No, I
Airwolf.
never saw Airwolf. I never saw Airwolf, and I never saw God, what's that other one? Oh God, it's gone out of my head. No, it's gone. It'll come
All
back
right.
to me, and it'll come back to me, and I'll randomly just go, ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think my favourite probably was A-Team. Like, I absolutely loved A-Team and Knight Rider. So those are the ones I would go out my way to watch. My brother really liked MacGyver and the Incredible Hulk, so by proxy, I would have to
Magnum
watch those as well.
PI.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that was real good.
That was real good, and Magnum it also had the best theme tune. The
Yeah.
Magnum PI theme tune was fucking brilliant. That
Well,
and the
that's
A Team fighting off for the best theme tune.
and Knight Rider. I think that's the thing. Like, sometimes you remember a bit like Thundercats. You remember a show being so badass just because of the theme, but then you start watching an episode, and go, "This is shit. This is not good at all."
Yeah, I doubt Magnum holds up at all. Tom Selleck's moustache.
No, of course it does.
In
No,
fact, we'll
like,
come back to that actually because there was a thing as I was watching MacGyver, I had a couple of thoughts, but we'll come back to it.
yeah. And also, like, Baywatch, obviously, because we're young men and there's hot chicks and stuff. Awesome
Mm.
theme tune, and then you watch it like, this is shit. It's really shit.
Even as young men, you get about 3 episodes, you're like, I suspect at no point are those swimsuits going to come off.
Yeah,
I feel I've been lied to.
completely lied to. Oh, yeah. So I think it was that, but it's just it's weird. Like you watch Saturday afternoon telly now, and there's none of this crap on anymore. I think the other problem is there's multiple channels. So it's not
Mm.
like you had the old terrestrial, because even before Channel 5, there was only four channels, or if you're lucky enough to have Sky. So when stuff would go on, what channels one, two, three, four, four, the chance of you watching it was quite, common
Yeah.
because there was nothing else to watch, right? So that's another reason. It's like, well, were they actually good, or was there just nothing else on?
And the risk these days is you'll be flicking around Sky and you'll find one of these shows and it'll be on and it'll be on a marathon and you'll turn it on and it'll be the weird 20 or 16 reboot.
Oh
You're like,
yeah,
well, I don't want to watch new Hawaii Five O. I want to watch old Hawaii Five O.
yeah. I think was Hawaii
This
Five O on
Hawaii,
Miami Vice ever on Saturday afternoons? That was more of an evening thing, I think.
yeah, I think Miami Vice is more of an evening thing. I've never seen Miami Vice. I saw the
Oh,
film, but I've never seen the show.
I didn't like the film.
That's all right.
Boring.
You're boring.
Yeah. So
It's
I mean,
very long and very boring. It was
yeah,
my kind of film.
yes. Now we've probably answered this question already, but I guess
Mm,
how old were we when we first watched MacGyver? Because I couldn't pinpoint it exactly, but it had to be like early 90s.
no.
Again, same sort of shit with like Knight Rider and Baywatch and the A-Team. So I'm gonna say 7 or 8, so like very early
Maybe
90s.
maybe slightly younger than that. I would say probably older than I was when I watched the A Team, because whereas that
Yeah.
and certain elements of that have burnt into my head, and I have very vivid memories of watching them with my brother on a Saturday.
Hmm.
Bits of this are familiar, but it doesn't have that same immediate sort of nostalgia hit. It doesn't kind of
Yeah.
grab me in the same way that the A Team did, because I think I might have been a bit older and less interested. Where's the bit where he's going to fashion the thing out of the thing and smack someone with it? Cracking. All this bit of talking. I'm going to go and do something else for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
I
one
will be
particular.
playing with my toys and give you half attention.
Yeah. There was one particular episode that's burned into my mind. For some reason, MacGyver ends up under the snow. Now, I don't know whether he was skiing or he was going out to like save something or other in the snow, but he got buried under an avalanche and he fashioned something that's almost like a little rocket that went flying out of the snow to let people alert them that he's in the snow. And I was like,
Mm.
oh, cool. I was like, so that for
And
some
then
reason it burned into my mind.
did Pete then turn up in a helicopter to save the day?
Yeah, most likely. From miles away, you saw a tiny rocket. Oh, he must be in the snow.
Get the
Yeah.
chopper.
Yeah. Cool. And yeah, ITV? It was ITV, wasn't it? Not BBC.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
definitely an ITV.
Cool, cool. Right then, should we just get into it and start talking about the
Oh
two
yes.
episodes you've picked? Right. So the first one, as we said, is season three, episode four, Ghost Ship. I believe that was 1987 that first aired.
Hmm.
So yeah, we get the epic intro of MacGyver crafting things and saving the day. And I didn't remember the theme tune for this. It's like
No, it's not one of the best.
yeah, not as
It's
iconic as
obviously
other
it's not.
stuff.
No, it's a bit weak. It's a bit weak sauce. It's like
Yeah,
it could literally be for any show.
yeah,
It doesn't have action adventure, and actually, it's a bit of a problem throughout the episodes where the incidental music keys up, and it's just not really in keeping with the rest of the show.
yeah,
It's weirdly soft. And I don't really understand why you've made this choice. This isn't the 18. This is like dan da da. It's like
yeah, yeah,
bam, bam, bam.
yeah, yeah. It's very low effort. And also, what I found funny during the credits, the only people on the credits is Richard Dean Anderson and Dana Elko. That's it. I'm like, why'd you bother? Like, literally, you telling me only two people are in the show. Even like
I
you
think they're
said,
the only.
when Nikki turns up, she's a recurring character. So why isn't she in the credits?
Well, she hasn't turned up. Oh no, she has by this point. I think she turned up literally in the episode before this.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure it's that, or it's the episode before the Widowmaker, but she doesn't show up till season three.
yeah. All right, but yeah, I just found it strange. There's only two people on the credits.
Hmm.
Straight away, we're in a helicopter, and
I don't
MacGyver's
believe they're in that helicopter. It's stock footage of a helicopter and then people sitting in a fake helicopter.
yeah. Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Oh yeah.
They don't have the budget for that. MacGyver's inside with Pete Thornton and some other woman called Joanna. She's from the Department of Interior. I'm like, what?
This is I've written this is where I've started to just write down the script almost word for word. There's a bit where he's like, "Oh, enjoy your vacation. Vacation, nothing. This is a Phoenix sponsored Save the Wilderness mapping expedition, and don't you forget it. Just ask the Department of Interior over there." It's like, well, that's doing a lot of heavy lifting on the plot. This scene alone is just like they're like they're just setting it up perfectly in like the most economic way. Films take half an hour to do this,
Oh yeah,
and there's like, as far as you're concerned, it's the last. Was it? Oh no, the last frontier. That's it. Couldn't read my
yeah, yeah,
writing.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's when they get to the whatever it is, the Tungus weather station. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
so he's been tasked with placing five highly sensitive electronic boundary makers in his sectors in the woods in Alaska in order to map this out and make this a national preserve. And he needs to place one of these markers about one every 10 miles. I'm like, why have you got MacGyver to do this? Literally anyone could do this.
Yeah, but he was up for the challenge. I mean, I wonder if these tracking devices will come in handy later. Hmm.
Hmm. They do. Right. So MacGyver bids them goodbye and said he'll see them in a couple of days and then heads off into the wild. Hilariously, we get voiceover from MacGyver saying how this woodlands remind him of his childhood backwoods Minnesota. And he starts talking about Native American legends. Why?
It's the line is this untamed wilderness reminded me of my Minnesota backwoods, full of the beauty of old Indian legends. I almost wanted him to turn to the camera and be like, and if you want to learn more about old Indian legends, try the Minnesota panpipe music. Available in all good stockists now.
Yeah,
Do
that
do
would
do
have
do.
worked.
I'd forgotten about the voiceover, and I think it's probably because I was reading up on this. It's only for the first few seasons. They drop it after that. I was like,
Good.
okay,
It's distracting.
because it's weird. Who's he
Yeah,
talking to? Why is
exactly.
he doing voiceover? It feels like he's recorded it later for like a biography or something.
Yeah, yeah,
And then he finishes that whole bit and go, and to be honest, it was just nice being here.
yeah. Quality
It's just
writing.
so lame. Oh, there's some quality writing in this whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pete and Joanna arrive at the Phoenix Foundation for research at Aqua Lake Station. So they're there to track markers and MacGyver. And we also learn that
See,
other people are also setting markers. So again,
yeah.
why do you need MacGyver?
And also, will those other people feature? No, they will not.
No,
I thought they might for a minute, but then they didn't.
no.
It's also the bit where she spent the last 5 years setting this place up, and I was written down that she might be a villain. But no, I was crediting this with too much intelligence. It's this show is not smart enough to make her the villain.
No, far too much intelligence. Pete tells Joanna he's known MacGyver for 8 years now, and he's reliable and trustworthy, and he'll get the job no matter get the job done no matter what. And if the episode he keeps going, I've known him for 8 years. Why do you have to keep telling us? We get it.
You're good mates. Yeah, you love him. Okay, I
Oh,
understand it.
fucking hell.
It's also
Then,
this is it's the point I already noticed. This is doing the thing that 80s TV does, where it just drags it out as much as possible. Like we're just going to have long periods of people just talking about nothing in particular. And whereas the A Team had people saying what they were going to do, what they were doing, and what they've just done, this has people constantly talking about MacGyver. If you took a shot in an episode every time someone said the word MacGyver, you'd be fucking dead in 45 minutes.
Oh man, I wished I'd done that when I was watching those episodes.
I'll tell you what, the next episode is even worse, but I'll
Oh
get
yeah,
to that.
yeah. Uh, MacGyver comes across a Native American totem pole in the middle of the woods, and we get more voiceover from MacGyver.
Kind of a kind of a strange place to see a totem pole made by the art department of the local school.
He's like, it's probably a warning, but of what? And then we hear howling in the distance. Oh, whatever could that be? And then it can't be. Or maybe it is. I got a big old whiff of predator in this bit because then a skeleton suddenly like falls on him. And then
His reaction was hilarious. He was like, "Ah!" He
yeah,
kind of waggled its hand in his own face because it clearly wasn't moving up. So he was like, "Ah, ah, ah."
and then he repositions it for some reason, and he deduces the skeleton was put there to keep watch on the land and keep it safe. Bit like why I'm here. I was like, how the
No,
fuck
it's
do?
the exact line, the brilliantly written line was, "Whoever the old soul was, I think he'd be happy we're doing the same thing with our modern technology."
Yeah, that was it. I'm so glad you've written
Whoa,
this crap down.
whoa.
MacGyver puts his first marker in, and hears that howling again. Oh, but what is it?
That that marker looks like it could easily be broken by a passing animal of any kind.
Oh
It's got
yeah.
that long extender cord. It's like someone's just going to break it. A bear will come through here and just stand on that fucking thing and it'd be broken. What a waste of everybody's time.
Or if it's really windy or some shit. Like, it's Alaska. What if like the snow light falls on it? But I don't know. Anyway, the control panel is happy the first marker has gone live, and then MacGyver then spots a ship in a lake and
Did
makes
you
his
did you
way
get
out to
did
it.
you get
Sorry.
the really good line of dialogue here where she says he must be in good shape? And he goes, well, he plays a lot of hockey. And then he just cuts. I was like, what? What has that got to do with any? What, he plays a lot of hockey. What are you talking about?
Well, there are, from when I was doing research, so there are some episodes where he is playing hockey. So, but they're just sort of
Uh,
stating what we already know anyway.
ugh,
It's all right. It's all right. Calm down.
ugh.
Right, and then MacGyver then spots a ship in a lake and makes his way to it. Then he starts shouting hello out to it for no reason. I'm like, why? You're
Yeah, and
tasked
he
to go
seems
put markers out. Why do you care about some fucking ship?
he just be like, all right, ship.
Yeah, right.
Also, he's saying, hello, ship. Hello, ship.
Yeah. Hello, car.
Yes. Hello, bus. You also get the line of dialogue when he sees the ship. He goes, what are you? Where was it? Where did you come from? What are you doing here?
What, a lake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
terrible
Just
place for a ship to be.
well, I said I think the ship is just trying to find its way from Crystal Lake to Manhattan.
Oh, yes. In a minute, I got a big old vibe of Friday the 13th Part 8 when he gets on that boat. Which is weird because Friday the 13th Part 8 hadn't come out yet. Right. Using his
Same boat.
same boat, yeah, same boat. Using his resourcefulness, MacGyver finds an old damaged boat with scratches all over it,
Mhm.
and then fixes it up so he can row over there. Why? What are you hoping to find him? Is it like some dead calm shit over there or something? Why do you
Also,
care?
it's MacGyver's crafted a boat and oars out of some twigs and a boat. He already had the boat. It's
But
not
he's
it's not heroic. He's made a boat out of an existing boat.
just put a bit of tarp on it, and then there.
And there's heroic music over the sound shot of a man slowly rowing.
But this was fun. He's like, he goes, my problem is, you see, I can never leave a puzzle alone, and this ship sure qualifies. I wrote down, how is this a puzzle? It is a boat on a lake. Leave it alone.
Oi, MacGyver, leave it alone.
For God's sake, nosy bastard. You play silly games, you win silly prizes. Right. Anyway, as he rows over there, someone or something is watching him from inside. And that's where I was getting the Friday the 13th Part 8 vibes. They might as well have gone, yeah, exactly. They might as well have done that. Then MacGyver climbs a pole and starts snooping around, and he's freaked out by noises and doors slamming and all that sort of stuff.
That door slamming was completely pointless because
So,
the door slammed. He then opens it immediately, looks around for a solid minute, and can't see anything. Well, we're just killing time, aren't we?
it would have been better if he'd got locked in or something because the door's up. No. He calls out to anyone, still no answer, makes his way to the kitchen, which appears attended to not long ago. Now, was this the Mary the Celeste? You know, those people got on the
Mm-hmm,
boat and there was like
mm-hmm.
warm cups of tea and all that sort of shit. Was it the Mary Celeste?
Yeah, it's the Mary Celeste.
Yeah,
Ghost
okay,
ship.
cool.
It's a ghost ship, and I think that's probably where the episode gets the title. It's funny because he's kind of snooping around and picks up like a magazine. I was like, you dirty bastard.
Razzle.
Then he finds like a cup covered in blood and does the
Yep.
natural thing you would do, gives it a sniff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's blood.
And then there's blood on the table, which is a massive amount, and he puts his own hand in. I was like, dude, you've put a shitload of DNA and fingerprints all over that.
Also, this whole bit doesn't make any sense. When you
What?
get to the end of this episode, this
Yeah.
makes no sense.
No, none. None, none, none. The, the guy then sees there's hair on the wall and smells it, and it smells bad. So I've read that, presumably it was pubic hair. And then, as MacGyver goes to the cockpit, he sees an old cup of tea, and as he's testing it for Wolf, the jump scare happens, and I shit my pants. And when I rewatched it, I shit my pants a second time.
It's a pretty goddamn good jump scare.
It's very, very good. And then it's a
I've just written
Bigfoot.
down shit. It's a Wookiee.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that motherfucking Bigfoot ain't fucking around. He's smashing that shit to shit.
yeah, he smashes the window, he smashes the control panel, up everything. And this is what had me go. I was like, I think this is a real Bigfoot. And I turned to my wife, and this is fucking stupid. If this is an episode about a real Bigfoot, this is really stupid.
I mean, it had me going
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
again, when you get to the end, this makes no sense.
None. Absolutely none. MacGyver runs for his life and locks himself in the engine room, and he picks up a blunt tool and moves around slowly, but he is moving.
Yeah,
It goes,
90% of this episode is him slowly walking around the ship.
yeah. And I love like he was about to bash someone's head in. We see there's a woman down there. We get a great freeze frame as it cuts the brain. So good. And then the woman tries to escape, and MacGyver grabs hold of her quite forcibly. He keeps doing that a lot to this woman in this
Yeah,
episode.
he says, "I'm not going to hurt you," to a woman he's just forcibly grabbed and wrestled
Yeah,
to the floor.
love it. And then the Bigfoot enters, but MacGyver manages to lock the door by quickly turning it. I slowly shuts, crack me up. And then MacGyver and the woman make to the top of the ship and jump off into the water. And the Bigfoot starts throwing barrels at them.
I've said it's gone full Donkey Kong.
So stupid. Why? Oh God. I mean, I was
I've also
laughing
written
my
down
arse
here.
off, but I shouldn't have been.
I've also written down here. Surely, having made it to the boat, Bigfoot can swim.
Right? Whether it's real or not, it
Also,
should be able to swim.
why has this woman not thought of this fairly easy escape route? She's been hiding on the boat. Just jump off the fucking boat.
It's never. I mean, she sort of explains it later, but it's like, so what? The pirates came on and knew you were there, but left you there, or they didn't.
But they know.
But
It's,
what?
I don't think they're pirates. I think it's their boat.
It's very, very unclear what's happening.
Yeah.
So they make their way to safety and climb out of the rocks, but the woman tries to run away again. And then MacGyver manhandles her to the ground and says, "You've got to trust him." After you've just manhandled her to the ground.
I know. I mean, also I thought this bit is going to be fucking awful. Just walking around all day in wet clothes. It's just the worst.
Oh, yeah. Although they seem to dry off very quick.
Mm.
Yeah, he tells her there's nowhere else to go. There's like 100 miles of wilderness or whatever, so she's going to have to trust him. And then grabs his bag and off they go. Um, Back at the control center, we see that Joanna notices that MacGyver hasn't made his way to his mark yet, which alarms Pete.
Hmm.
Don't worry, he's not in that helicopter yet. Back in the woods, the woman isn't talking to MacGyver, so he tries talking to her in other languages, but he's not having any luck.
Weirdly, at this point, I thought, bet she's Russian.
Yeah. Also, I never really got this. Like, why aren't you talking to him? Like, he's already proved so far that he helped her and he's resourceful and he's kind, he's friendly. Like, why isn't she talking to him?
And at no point does he try to have sex with her.
No, no, he touches her up a lot, but no, he doesn't try and have sex
Keeps
with her.
touching her face. It's a bit odd.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really odd. MacGyver uses his resourcefulness again to get water out of a tree to drink, which the woman also drinks. So maybe
You've
now
got
she starts
you,
trusting him.
you've got to tap Mother Nature for a little help. It's not the only thing he wants to tap. Then they both drink the dirty groundwater, get the shit.
Yeah, that would be more funny.
Just
Thanks a lot,
walking around,
MacGyver.
got
He'd
this
show,
tree.
he'd show his resourcefulness how to dig a toilet in the ground.
And this is how
Um,
you stop yourself from shitting yourself to death.
Yeah. We see that pesky Bigfoot is following
Oh,
the.
sorry, there's that bit where he's talking to her as well. That is, he's just casually hugging a tree. He's just leaning on a tree with his arms around it. I'm like, what are you doing? It's so
He's at
weird.
he's at one with nature.
He's a summon.
Yeah. At night, MacGyver has made a fire and he's cooking fish, presumably.
I've also said, has he casually just knocked up that shelter they're under out of locks?
Yeah, this is MacGyver. He can fashion
He's
anything
just,
out of anything.
he's just made a small house with like a
Yeah,
garage and a car.
yeah, a den. Yeah. So MacGyver then tries to speak to her in Russian, and she responds slightly. So he deduces, "Aha, she's Russian." So you were right, Smith.
Mm.
He introduces himself as MacGyver. I thought he doesn't say I'm a Hankers. He goes, I'm MacGyver. And he gives her his coat to wear as it's cold. I'm thinking, just like you said, would that coat be soaking wet? You're not telling me that fire is so toasty warm it's warmed them both up, dried all their clothes.
He feels no cold because he's MacGyver.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He
She
just
tells,
think like he just like casually touches her face again while he's doing it. It's like, stop touching her face.
yeah, she's really young as well. It's like, leave her alone, you old nonce. And then she tells him her name is Karen Graff and she's from the Baltic, but she speaks English and she's educated. Oh, right, okay.
All right, yeah, cool, good. All right, good to know
Uh,
you're educated.
cool. She tells him that her
I'm not
father.
some weirdo peasant.
Yeah.
I'm not potato farmer. I educated. I read book.
One book.
My Russian accent better than hers.
Yes, I'll give you that. You ain't Russian.
You can't even. You're not even doing an accent.
Oh, it's bad. She tells him her father was here in Alaska in Juneau and she wanted to be with him. So her and her cousin Alexander heard about a ship going to Alaska. So they decided to be stowaways on it. But what from Russia? Like, what? Like,
That's a long way. We brought food and blankets. Like, how much food? That's
yeah,
like it's like 12 weeks. What are
few
you paying at?
sandwiches. Uh, uh,
Got a bag of Haribo. I made
yeah.
them last.
Oh, I read something in the paper recently. Somebody ate like so much Haribo he had a cardiac arrest. I was like, what the fuck did you do that?
I know. I saw it. And I'd recommend our listeners go and look this up on BBC. There was a
Yeah, it was you. You sent me the article.
so,
Yeah,
yeah, there's a story about a man that ate got nothing but cola bottles and almost died.
legend.
He got massively constipated. It's hilarious. He's like, they proper bunged me up. They did.
Man loved his Haribo.
Mm.
Right. And then, yeah, Karen says they were safe until the ship stopped and the Bigfoot came on board and killed Alexander. And MacGyver keeps touching her up all during this story. And then we get another ad break and someone approaches and Karen screams, like, ah!
You forgot the bit is where he's talking about the Bigfoot with her, and he's like, "Did you get a good look at it?" It's like, you both fucking did 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
It was throwing barrels at you.
And then she says, like, "Oh, this." He went, "I know, I saw it too." It's like, yes, she was there. What are you talking about? Why are you asking her questions about something you've seen?
Yeah, it's not like they saw it in the dark in the engine room. They barely saw it and they ran for their lives. No,
No,
no, he saw it in
it was
broad daylight
it was trying to kill him. It
with
threw
barrels.
barrels.
Oh dear. So yeah, Karen screams as presumably it's Bigfoot, but
Oh
it's
no!
not.
Before that, he's like, "Eat your dinner and get to bed. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow." All right, Dad.
So patronising. They're joined by hunters who are of Native American descent, who are walking through and wanted to warm up by the fire. And MacGyver like, oh, that sounds all right with me. I was like, you don't know these men. They could be
Also,
anyone.
also, these Native American lads are not the best actors.
No, no, they're not. But the natives do know about the Bigfoot creature, and they discuss it with MacGyver as they've heard it and they've detected it in their trap lines. And the old man starts telling a story about how he saw it as a child, so he believes it to be true. And then, right on cue, they hear howling. Whoa! And also light in the distance, which at first I was like, "The fuck is that? Like, is the Bigfoot magical? Like, what's the light?"
Bigfoot's got a torch.
Yeah, yeah,
Bigfoot's playing with his Tamagotchi.
yep. Oh, Tamagotchi. Yeah, maybe that's
Mm.
something we should cover. Old like electronic toys from the past.
Oh,
Anyway,
maybe.
anyway. The natives say they'll stay with them, but they'll leave in the morning. Like MacGyver's like, I don't want you to stay with us. Trying to get my
You
leg
could
over.
you could you could leave now.
Yeah, fuck off. In the
There's
morning,
also where he's like, I don't believe in ghosts. It's, like, it's not a ghost, is it, MacGyver? Sasquatch. Get
yeah,
a fucking mullet out your ears.
yeah, it's such a weird episode. Anyway, in the morning, we see that natives have indeed gone, and that freaks Karen out. She thinks Bigfoot got her. I was like, right. So Bigfoot came in, took the natives, but left you two, even though he's seen you two.
Because Bigfoot is a racist. You should always you should always have someone of ethnic diversity with
Oh,
you
yeah,
because Bigfoot will attack them first.
absolutely. But then MacGyver reassures Karen that she will be with her father soon, as civilization can't be far because these blokes were just walking through here. I was like, all right, I guess.
That's spurious logic. They're on foot. It's like you're on foot.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
you're
know that
miles
they
away.
didn't get a helicopter in. They might have done.
There you go. Back at the control center, and there is still no sign of MacGyver, which is concerning Pete some more. But Joanna thinks he's dicking about fishing or some shit.
It's
Do
okay.
that.
I wrote this down. I did happen to notice he took his fishing pole along with him. Well, did you also happen to notice he took next to no food and water? The man is an experienced woodman. He travels light, survives on what he can find along the way.
But he
Such
does.
a... And she's like, "All right, maybe I'm out of line."
Yeah.
Well done, 80s television.
Oh, bravo, bravo.
It's just
MacGyver.
like I don't know if you've ever seen. I don't know if you've ever seen Garth Marenghi's Dark
Oh,
Place.
this was a big old whiff
But
for this.
yeah,
It's like, are you taking the piss? Like they're being
but
serious.
there is. I just kept expecting someone to go. You and he were buddies, weren't you?
Stop right there, Jack. And then MacGyver and Karen then spot some men welding a big pipe, and then Karen recognizes them as the men from the ship, as she thought the Bigfoot killed them. So yeah, again, this is where I think,
This is where everything starts to make no sense because
yeah,
right,
yeah,
so this it's their ship. So why? Maybe it's not explained in any degree. I took it to be it's their ship. So why the fuck is one of them running around dressed like a Bigfoot, smashing the shit out of their own ship?
exactly.
Even if it's not their ship and they've stolen the ship, why the fuck is one of them dressed as a Bigfoot running around smashing the ship? What? Why? Oh no, I mean spoilers. If it just happens to be one of them running around dressed as a Bigfoot and not a real Bigfoot,
It's called committing to the moment.
especially because you keep getting the POV, so I'm to believe that when he got off the boat, he was still dressed as a Bigfoot.
Kid still snarling to himself like there's no one around.
Yeah, like stop, just take the fucking costume off. Damn it, Pete.
Yeah, after all that. MacGyver then realised that they are stealing oil from that pipe and pumping it into the ship. And then he realised that the lights they saw last night was them welding the pipe. It's like, what, you've been welding that pipe for 12 hours? Fucking hell.
And that pipe was right next to the camp. I don't. Uh,
Very unclear. MacGyver tells Karen to stay where she is and she's going to be safe there.
immediately kidnapped.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And she's like, ah! It cuts her break. And then MacGyver sees she has gone, hears her screams and follows them. Karen is brought to the group by a fiendish English villain. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Look what I found up on the ridge.
Yeah, what are you doing
Yeah,
here? Yeah,
what
she's
are you doing?
Russian.
Well, take her back to the ship where she'll be safe.
It's not a million miles away for what he says. Oh, and then Karen says, no, no, she's alone, but doesn't believe her. And he goes, but we'll have to kill her as she's a witness. Witness to what? Stealing oil?
She'll know that we, men that she's never met and probably couldn't identify, are stealing oil, perhaps to put in our ship or a ship we've stolen. It's not clear. And Steve over there's dressed as Bigfoot.
Fucking
Cool.
sense.
Sure. Why? All right.
Yeah,
All right, East
sure,
Television, you do you.
sure, sure. MacGyver fashions a weapon using fishing line and his fishing rod, and that knocks one of the men over. And then he punches him in the face.
The only bit of MacGyvering we really get in this episode is the one thing that he builds out of something. And
Yeah.
it's basically a fishing rod that he thwacks off a tree into someone's face.
Oh no, before that, there's some fishing line which makes the bloke go, oh!
Uh, she miraculously sees it and ducks underneath it. He doesn't see it, walks right into it, goes, oh, then he gets it thwacked in his face and he goes, oh, it's just annoying.
And then punched for his Evans. And then
Also,
MacGyver's,
luckily, they walked into the one place in the woods where it set that up.
oh yeah, how convenient.
And he knew exactly the height of the man to be
Yeah,
able to do it.
but he's MacGyver. Of course he does.
And then the other guys find him. It's like, it's Tanner. He's been lightly hit in the face with a fishing rod.
That's all right, they have guns, so they're on their tail.
He's inexplicably unconscious.
Yeah. He's got, I'll punch that MacGyver. Right, he sets to work setting a signal for help by tapping into the oil pipe and putting in the signal markers, which is going to alert
Uh,
Pete and Joanna.
slowly tapping into the
Yeah,
into the pipe, putting the markers in, and then slowly doing it back up again.
yeah. No sense
That's
of
his whole
urgency.
plan. Put the trackers into a pipe and then hide.
Yeah, and also, how does Pete know he's in trouble? He might just go, silly bollocks, has put him in the wrong place.
He put him in a pipe.
What's do that for?
Well, Pete's something like Lassie. He can tell when
Yeah.
there's a what's that? MacGyver's down a well.
Oh, that's it. And also, because he's put them in the pipe, they've shot down to where the ship is and gone into the water. So he's like, oh, they're down by that ship. What?
What? Yeah. It's also let's wait for the cavalry, who in this
Yeah,
case
yeah.
is a bald, overweight, middle-aged man.
Yeah,
It's
in
as
a
though I
helicopter.
came to help.
Yeah. Well, you
Ed
said like,
Smith, hello.
in a helicopter. Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah, I had
deduce.
a helicopter.
Wish I had a helicopter. Anyway, Pete deduces he's in trouble. Orders a helicopter, get there quick. And he's flying along in that helicopter with that pesky Bigfoot is back. And him and MacGyver have a fight. MacGyver gets the shit kicked out of it. I was like, look, by this point we know, or no, we don't know, but it is a man in a suit. Where does he get all this superhuman strength from to be launching MacGyver around?
I'd also written down at this point before his face somehow, which wrestler do we think this is? Because with that work rate, it's not Kevin Nash.
I know who it is. Do you know who it is? Is this part of your
Yeah, it's Ken
trivia?
Kersinger. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, Jason, which is funny because then the whole Friday the 13th
Yeah,
fake vibe. So yeah, yeah, couldn't
yeah.
believe
So
that.
yeah, I looked up, I was like, Ken Kersinger. I was like, I know that name. Why do I
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
name? So yeah, he's done loads of stuff.
yep. And notably Freddy versus Jason. Right.
Mm.
Yeah, and then MacGyver gets on his back to choke it, and during all this he rips the mask off and reveals it to be a man, but he's still going, "Ugh, what's the mask?" He's like, why? The pretense is over. We know it's a man.
Just like, oh, you prick.
Yeah. So if you took Batman's mask off, would he still be going, "Ugh"?
I was, I'm glad. Yeah, probably. It's, also, I'm glad it turns out it was a person because if it had been an actual Bigfoot, this might have been silly.
Yeah, I was a bit relieved, but I was also really annoyed that I was fooled because I was fooled because Ken Kersinger was quite convincing, and that was a decent costume. I was like, oh yeah, maybe.
Well, until they got the close up of his feet coming out of the water, it was clearly trainers.
Oh yeah. And then MacGyver manages to subdue him with a stick. He's all like, I don't know, pole vaults him over.
Yeah, and
Oh,
luckily he ran right into it.
oh, of course, yeah. And then that fiendish English man is there with a gun, is about to shoot MacGyver, but Pete arrives, knocks him over on the helicopter. I was like, he would be dead.
I was like, "Can you fly a helicopter into someone?"
I don't
Because
think
he
you
like
can.
when he's like to the helicopter pilot, take it down. He fucking nosedived. I'm not like that. Trying to kill us,
Oh
you silly
dear,
bollocks.
I love it. And then Pete joins MacGyver and Karen in the woods. He's like, what happened here? He's like, it's a long story. Sometime later, MacGyver says goodbye to Karen at the control center, and MacGyver says he has unfinished business to attend to. He's like, what, the shit you should have been doing from the start, and then you got involved in all this shit? Yes. MacGyver and Joanna discuss the Bigfoot, who MacGyver believed it could have been true, and then Pete shows a tape of the sounds the Bigfoot made, which looked up to the PA system, and he switches it off and takes out the tape. But then we hear howls in the distance for real. Ah!
You knew it was going to end on that note from the
Yeah,
beginning of the episode. I was like, it's definitely going to end with that Bigfoot might be real. It's
yeah,
definitely going to end
yeah,
like that.
yeah. And then credits of montage of what happened in the episode.
Just in
Wow.
case you've forgotten.
Yeah. Wow. Just wow. Right then. Let's get straight into the second one. So, season 3, episode 8, The
Cliffhanger.
Widowmaker. Yeah, aka Cliffhanger. Yeah.
So look,
Right.
let me just start something right off here.
Sure,
When
sure.
I read the synopsis for this episode before, I thought Mike was a man.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was like,
Mike.
Mike, that's my name. I,
Yeah,
and I looked it up. What's it short for? Because I was like, there's only one female name that I think that could be short for.
Michaela
Just
or
about
something like that.
Michaela, exactly. And
Yeah.
even then, it'd be Mick rather than Mike.
Yeah.
No, Michelle. But what? Why? It's not. Why? How have you? What are you doing?
Throughout my life, I've met quite a few Michelles. Not one of them has ever been called Mike.
And I've met lots of Mikes. Not one of them was a woman.
Oh dear. Anyway,
I,
yes.
I was very confused for the whole thing.
Me too. You're like, which one's Mike? Oh, right, okay.
But I've just written down Mike. My name is Mike.
I was going to ask you, as a fellow Mike, how do you feel about this?
Confused. Very confused.
The woman was called Stu. Oh, Stu. Wait, what? That's not even short for anything.
It's job for Stuella.
Oh, that'd be weird. Anyway, right. So we get voiceover from MacGyver because why not? As he's
Who's he
climbing up,
talking to?
who's he talking to with his friend Mike.
Hello.
And then, but apparently MacGyver hates heights. We do heights hate him. Also, it's not the fall that kills you, but the sudden stop. Oh.
Unless you're Murdoch.
Yeah, and then fucking hell. I can't wait to get to that bit. MacGyver's having trouble climbing up, so needs to use chalk, which lets him climb up. And then MacGyver and Mike do
Hello.
lunch, which is a piece of fruit on the ledge. It's like, how's this lunch? She does some shit flirting with MacGyver, then she starts going on about how she wants him, but he says, "You're my best friend," and so he can't. And then she's all
And your name's
tearful.
Mike. It would be confusing.
Yeah,
Just come on, MacGyver. I've spent half my life hanging on to you. Talking about his dick.
he didn't want it. And also, how many people are his best friend? Like throughout, that people are always referring to like I'm his best friend. Surely you're only supposed to have
My,
one best friend.
Mike, we've always been there for each other. Isn't that the most important thing? No, it's the dick.
She really wants your dick, Angus.
And then she
Oh,
gets all upset and goes, well, we'd better get jamming. I'm like, see, that's an 80s thing that people said.
I love it
We'd
when you
better get
start
jamming.
dancing. Oh, and then Mike gets ahead of MacGyver, who's too slow, but doesn't manage to clip herself in properly. And suddenly she goes, falling! Why would you say that? You'd be
It's
like,
like,
shit!
it's also, she's no emotion when she does it. She goes, falling. It's weird, this bit, because it's like lots of emotional talking and like moments of them talking about their feelings intercut with technically correct climbing jargon.
Yeah.
They're like, but I love you, MacGyver. Online, online. But we've always been friends. Like, oh God.
Yes, yes, it's terribly rude. She hits her head on a rock, which looks shit, and knocks her out. And then her harness breaks and a dummy
Just
plummets
breaks.
to its death.
Yeah, I've said, oh no, that dummy fell off the mountain.
But why did her harness break? Because at first I thought it was something to do with Murdoch. No, it's got nothing to do with Murdoch. It's just for
He's
some
not
reason her
turned up yet.
harness just broke. So it's just, I don't know, weird.
Shoddy, shoddy, shoddy workmanship.
Absolutely. At the Department of External Services, Pete is
Oh,
speaking with Nicky Carpenter about MacGyver, who didn't go at the funeral, and he isn't at his house. So Pete thinks he's still in Pete's
sorry,
cabin.
sorry. No, no. Wasn't he at the funeral? No, and he's not at his houseboat either. His houseboat.
Yeah,
What a
MacGyver lives on a
stupid,
houseboat.
what a stupid line of dialogue. No, he's not at his houseboat. And then after the talk, he's like, oh, well, I better give him another couple of days. It's that serious? But yeah, his mate just died.
In a tragic way, and he
And
blames
and he
himself.
and he was there. Is it that serious? No, I'll be back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's very
Just let
insensitive,
just
all this.
walk it off.
Yeah, come on, man up, you're MacGyver. Then we cut to MacGyver at Pete's cabin at night, and Pete's come to see him, but he doesn't want to talk. And then Pete starts telling him about the funeral, and everyone understands why he wasn't there.
He's like, I went to the service for Mike. It was very special. A lot of love. Well, of course, it was a fucking funeral. They're not going to start saying out what cunt she was.
Oh, Pete. And then
Come back to work. No. Okay.
he says, he thinks it's time you should come over for what for? Your friends, your family, work.
Like, look, we're not paying you to sit at a fucking
Yeah,
cabin, mate.
exactly.
Look,
He's like,
I mean, HR, we've got a policy. 2 weeks.
yeah, you get 3 days compassionate leave and about to work.
And it's coming out of your holiday entitlement.
And this is the USA. You only get 2 weeks holiday. Oh, fucking
After
hell.
that, it's unpaid leave.
That's it. Sorry, rules are rules. Pete has some case of MacGyver who doesn't want them, and he tells Pete to get off his case. And then Pete says it was an accident, and there was nothing you could do about it. And then MacGyver just reiterates that he wants to be left alone from everything. And I've written down, that sounds great. I'd
Yeah,
love
that's
to be in the cabin in the middle of nowhere. It'd be awesome.
couple couple of beers and a TV. I'd be well happy. Also, he
Yeah.
wants to be left alone, but he will be fine by the end of the episode.
Oh, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Pete leaves and wishes MacGyver well. And then we see
Well, here we go.
a mysterious stranger break into presumably MacGyver's usual home, the
His
houseboat.
housemate. His housemate.
The stranger has a knife and he starts playing the answering machine, which has hundreds of messages for MacGyver. The stranger starts talking to himself. He's like, gone, gone where?
He says it's all right. The woman who's leaving a voicemail will leave a detailed note of where he's gone and easy to
Oh,
find clues. So, alongside this pamphlet, which you can pick up with a knife, because why use your hands?
of course. Yeah, very convenient pamphlet for the Widowmaker. Like, right, he knows exactly where he is now. And then someone on the voicemail goes, call me, we miss you. He goes, but I only miss once. Fucking
You
hell.
also get a little cameo here from the other character that I wanted to do an episode on,
Oh, do
Jack
you?
Dalton, who's Bruce McGill. So Bruce McGill is an actor who you will recognise from lots of stuff. So he was in Collateral, he was in Animal House, he was in
Ah,
Matchstick Men
Yeah,
with Nicolas Cage. That's
yeah,
one thing I know him most. But he's got like, loads of. He's one of those. He's the Last Boy Scout. He's like one of those actors when you see him like, oh, that guy from that
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
Bruce
yeah,
McGill.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm glad he kind of squeezed in here because
Okay.
I wanted to see him as well. So
Oh, but no, I'm very glad you picked Murdoch. And then he goes,
who
"Hi,
is the
Pete."
mysterious man talking to? It's to himself.
No one, no one. And then he goes, "Hi, Pete. How's tricks?" And smashes a photo. And then, using a blowtorch, he burns into the wood on the wall. Rest in peace, MacGyver. And then a gravestone, and it looks shit. It's like, why did you bother?
Yeah, and we slowly watch him do this. We then see him take a Polaroid of this, and let it develop, and then look at the Polaroid.
And then he drops the Polaroid on the floor. It's like, why did you take a photo of what's already on the wall to leave it on the floor? Makes no sense. Cut to ad break. Back at the DXS, Pete and Nikki are discussing MacGyver again. Nikki suggests she go talk to him. And then Pete reminds us that he's known MacGyver for 8 years. And MacGyver and Nikki have never agreed on anything.
Yeah, she only turned up like one episode before, so I
And they
wonder if
didn't
they're setting
agree.
her up to be a love interest. They probably
Hmm.
are.
Yeah. Pete agrees and tells Nikki to stop at the general store in Ridgemont and speak to a man called Ellard, who will point her in the right direction. Why? Why does she need to go and speak to Ellard? Why does he just go, he's in my cabin, which is over there?
And when she goes to speak to Ellard, Ellard seems to know an awful lot about Mike and MacGyver.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But no one's seen MacGyver at the moment. He's been somewhat of a recluse.
Also, he makes it all about himself with the stories about being in the Navy. And I don't know about you, but that old man in the shop, when he's talking through his little story, is delivering his entire performance with clenched teeth.
Is
He's
he?
like, just, he's like, oh yeah, that Mike, she was a great climber.
I didn't spot that. I need to go back and rewatch it.
Go back and watch it. Just his fucking face.
That's jokes.
He looks angry. He looks really angry.
Oh, maybe he is. I'm in this shitty TV series. But it's paying, damn it. Nikki gets into her car, but it won't start, and a mysterious stranger then helps to get restarted. Like, what was the point of this? Apart from the
Yeah.
sinisterness, what is the point of it?
He's putting the bomb in the car.
He's putting the bomb in the car.
But then that makes no sense because he has plenty of time to do other stuff in a bit that makes no sense. Also, he's like, let's see what the problem is. Like, silly woman doesn't understand a car. She's like, well, I know there's plenty of gas. Right. And at no point does she feel like she needs to get out of the car and look the person who's helping her in the face.
Oh no, no, and he's wearing a cap anyway, so we can't see what he looks like. Yeah.
It's
Uh,
like, you traveling far today, ma'am? Yes, here's the postcode.
yeah, I'm going to Widow Cannon, right up there. I'm going to be there for 5 days.
Third on the left. We'll leave a
Yeah,
key under the mat just in case.
come on by. Anyway, Nikki arrives at the cabin with bags of groceries, shitload of shop. He's like, how long are you staying for? And then MacGyver's jamming out the back by the lake, so Nikki joins
like a
him.
moody, like a moody teen just hanging out on Lego. Oh, I want to come to the cabin. It's boring. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, not even fishing, just jamming. Uh, Nikki explains she's here to
I've come
help.
to give you some company. Don't need any. Mm.
And again, I still think if he didn't want Pete there, why does he want her there?
Yeah.
I don't know. MacGyver reiterates he wants to be left alone, and then Nikki tries to make MacGyver realize it wasn't his fault, but he still blames himself, damn it.
You didn't push her, did you? Yes. You got to metaphorically. Metaphorically, I pushed her. I pushed her away.
So bad. It's so bad. MacGyver then realizes something is wrong and sees Polaroids all in his cabin, which are the ones the
He's like,
mysterious stranger took.
what are these? Like, pictures, you daft cow. What do you think
Yeah.
they are?
We then get a hilarious flashback to presumably early in the series. Pete and MacGyver in a taxi. A woman, clearly a woman, emerges from a van, hits rid of a disguise. And MacGyver goes, she's a man. And Pete goes, he's a killer.
He's like,
Fucking brilliant. It's so good. It's clearly a man. And it's a woman and he pulls a... Oh, mate. So fucking good. We then get footage of someone exploding in a truck. And then MacGyver again goes, Murdoch. I can't believe he's alive. He's dead. And then, not quite, MacGyver.
I don't
Murdoch's trying
think
to
thing is I've
burn the.
written down before he turns up, right? He's like, these pictures are his calling card. Right? It seems like he'd be pretty easy to catch if he's just leaving pictures around all over the place.
Yeah,
Also, he might be the master of disguise, but I think he's more everybody else is a fucking idiot.
yeah, he
He's clearly
really
just
is.
a man in a wig. Oh, it just escalates so quickly
Really
from
does.
nothing to. Also, the next three lines of dialogues are all Murdoch. Not quite, MacGyver. It's your time to burn, MacGyver. Remember me, MacGyver?
Yeah,
Stop saying MacGyver.
we know it's MacGyver. I don't even. I'm not fucking MacGyver. You got the wrong house.
I'm Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, he's got a flamethrower. Why has he got a flamethrower? I've
So,
written down. Murdoch looks like Michael Douglas by way of Freddy Krueger.
it's just, oh Christ, it's
Oh,
the worst choice of a weapon.
so bad. MacGyver grabs a mattress to shield
Yeah,
them from
quick,
the flame.
high find this flammable mattress. This is the 80s. That thing's gonna go up like a matchbox.
But it works miraculously. They escape through the door and they run to MacGyver's Jeep, but that pesky Murdoch has fucked with it, so they take Nicky's car. There's a note on the windscreen wipers that says, bye bye, time to fry. Why warn them? Why? Why not just let them drive off and then it blows up?
Yeah, it's an elaborate car bomb. And he's like, quick, be quiet. What's that? Tick, tick. That was a bomb.
They take way too long to get out of the car.
I tell you what, though, I counted down with the timer when it started. I was like, I'm going to count this down. It was spot on.
Oh, was it? Oh,
It was
good.
exactly the amount of time it said it was,
Okay.
I applaud it. Also, she's like, this guy's a nutcase. Fucking hell.
So she writes down specifically, that jerk, he's nuts.
Yeah. No, but she'd already said this guy's a nutcase before that.
Oh, I see, right. Oh, yeah, as they get out of the car, they're running in slow-mo, like, "Ah!" just before the Jeep blows up. But then MacGyver notices there's tripwires and mines everywhere.
Mind the whole road. When? When did he have time to mine the whole road? That would have taken hours.
And he has a
She's been
flamethrower.
there 5 minutes. How has he had time to mine the whole road? The second she turned the corner, he was like, quickly, mine.
And fuck with MacGyver's car.
So the bit later when he walks like like creeps over them, even creeps over like the wires. It would have been much funnier if he just walked to them and be like, I didn't mind anything. I didn't have time. I just
Yeah,
put wires down.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Oh, right. MacGyver, MacGyver then realised the only way is up. I wrote him, babe.
He also says the last thing we need is some madman with a flamethrower on our backs. But that is true of most situations, though. So
Well,
I
yeah.
don't I don't think any situation would be made easier by having a madman with a flamethrower on your back.
No, no, certainly not. Before they head off, MacGyver uses his resourcefulness to use the car and jumper cables to make some sort of radio antenna to make an arc welder, whatever the fuck that means. And then he uses it just to prod Murdoch with it. He goes, ah! Just really funny.
Murdoch, who has taken a solid like 15 minutes to get down there,
Yeah, like, he was just
and
in
he's
the
walking
cabin.
so jauntily. He's like,
And then for some reason his flamethrower back blows up. He screams again. Ah! He's still alive. His flamethrower back just blew up.
I mean, a flamethrower's a shit weapon. Look at that bit at the beginning of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is just asking to get blown up.
absolutely. MacGyver and Nicky flee, and then Murdoch is careful around his own tripwires. MacGyver and Nicky are walking along a
What?
long bridge, and then cuts off some rope with his trusty Swiss Army knife as he has a call to make. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. So contrived. So he asks for Nicky's bracelet and belt to tap into the phone line and do an SOS to Ellard at the store because he's a military man, don't forget. And he should understand this.
Then
Sure, he
it
won't
cuts
just
to
die to an
Ellard.
old fool.
It cuts to Ellard, who's on the phone spreading gossip. He's like always going. He's down at her cabin and he's not there for the company, if you know what I mean. It's all right, you old bitch.
Here, the village bitch. At this point, MacGyver's got over his fear of heights, so just shimmies up the pole, no problem. And then, meanwhile, Murdoch's now got a rifle and he's on his way. And then, yeah, fucking hell. That's when Ellen spots the SOS and he realizes it says Widowmaker and MacGyver. And then Murdoch goes to shoot MacGyver and goes, MacGyver, you're about to be disconnected.
Again, he is. If you drank a shot of whiskey every time someone says MacGyver in this episode, you'd be on the
Oh,
fucking floor.
shit faced. Absolutely shit faced. Ad break. Then MacGyver gets off the pole with him and Nicky, and they continue to make their way up. And then Pete goes to MacGyver's house and sees it's been ransacked and sees all the calling cards from Murdoch. So hang on a minute. You left a load of calling cards at MacGyver's house, then made copies and took
Take
those
with you.
down to the cabin.
And then went to all the trouble of hanging them up in the cabin instead of just shooting him. What is your problem? Also, if Pete's upset about the state of the houseboat, he's going to be furious when he finds out what they've done to his cabin.
Oh my God, he's burned to the
Burned to the
ground.
fucking ground.
MacGyver and Nicky at the top of the Widowmaker. And I must say, that shot looked really cool when they're on the cliff. I was like, oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
Also,
MacGyver...
if MacGyver and Mike had just gone that way, she'd be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand climbing.
No. My cousin does it, and I find it fascinating. I'm like, wow, I wouldn't do that. I'd be so scared of falling.
No, you won't get me you won't get me on a fucking ladder.
No. Even a step
Ooh,
ladder.
no, thank you.
Yeah. We say that MacGyver is over his fear of heights, but then he's getting PTSD of what happened to Mike.
Hello.
Hello. MacGyver says they need to free climb down so they can take a shake on the ledge. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Free climb down a mountain.
He says, I know, I'm not looking forward to it either. It's like, Nikki is not experiencing climbing. She'd be dead immediately.
Yeah.
She's not done it at all. You don't free climb fucking Widowmaker. And he appears to be a novice.
Complete novice. Murdoch's en route with that gun, and then without ropes, Nicky and MacGyver are climbing down the mountain. Now, at this point, MacGyver sees Mike harness on the rocks. Why would that harness still be there? Wouldn't the crime scene people have taken all the evidence?
I've written that there. I'm pretty sure the police would have removed all of this stuff because it seems like a pretty crucial piece of evidence, her broken harness. Otherwise, what's to say that MacGyver didn't just throw her off a fucking mountain?
Right. Absolutely. Or if the police not conducted their investigation yet. If not, that's really shoddy police work.
Yeah, we get a short flashback to what happened, just in case we've forgotten what happened 30 minutes earlier. Really killing time. we need to make that 45 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. MacGyver manages to get Mike's rope, and again, why is it there?
Hello.
MacGyver makes his way down to the ledge and gets to the end of the rope. He throws it up to Nicky, and then she fastens herself to it and then starts climbing down. And then she reaches MacGyver on the ledge.
Everybody's clearly leaning against a wall.
Yep. They relax for a bit, and then he shows her the broken harness, and they both realise it wasn't MacGyver's fault. She says, "Please come back to the present." I'm like, oh God!
He says, "Please come back to the present. Murdoch is still after us." Jesus Christ. It's so tonally all over the fucking place. Like it just jumps around. Also, now you know it's not your fault. You could sue the manufacturer. Just thought.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, MacGyver tells her there's another ledge below where they can be completely outside. It's like, it's the same fucking ledge. Like, why do they need to move? They look like they're outside already.
There's also a bit where he says, "Thanks, friend."
Yeah. Oh, because they've never agreed on anything.
Well, they won't, they? They will.
Yeah, they will. We see that rascal Murdoch is closing in. MacGyver and Nicky climb down some more, but then Murdoch from the top of the mountain spots them. And then, oh no, it's not quite this bit yet, but yeah, it's gold. Oh. So MacGyver and Nicky arrive on the ledge, and MacGyver starts making climbing harnesses to climb back up once Murdoch has been captured. I'm like, wait, what? Like, your plan?
Where did you get all of this rope from?
Right, so their plan, they're on a ledge. They're going to climb down to another ledge where presumably Murdoch can't point the gun down and shoot
Yet again, MacGyver's plan is to hide.
Yep. And then he's called Pete, who's going to come in on a helicopter via Ellard, hoping that
Pete gets a helicopter every single episode.
Yeah. Hoping that Ellard understood that and has called Pete.
Yeah.
And they're just going to sit tight and wait, hope that Pete and the helicopter and the cavalry are going to come along, arrest Murdoch, and then once they assume everything is fine, they're going to climb back up.
Yeah, and
that's their plan.
Similar to last time, in an entire forest and now in an entire mountain range, they're assuming that Pete will be able to find them exactly.
Exactly.
At least last time they had what do you call them? Markers that someone could follow. They're just going to assume Widowmaker had probably gone back to the place where Mike died. That seems like the most natural thing you'd do.
Well, yeah.
So why would you not go somewhere else? Let's get to that really. You know what? Let's run away from this madman with the gun. Let's take ourselves to a sheer cliff edge. I don't see a problem with this.
Oh, and also I've got a bit of PTSD. Where we're going?
Yeah. And then we'll climb and hide, and then climb back up.
without proper harnesses, we've just fashioned
Yeah,
something out of rope. Like,
despite the fact 5 minutes ago I was traumatized and had vertigo. No, I'm fine. Feel all right.
and also
Feeling
someone
pretty.
who had proper harnesses and proper equipment plummeted to their death. We're just going to use a bit of rope to climb up there.
And you, woman who's never climbed before in your life.
Never, never. Nor are you wearing the right equipment. No. Anyway, then Murdoch hilariously swings in. Mind if I drop it? And I was not expecting this. It popped me big time when he done it. Oh my god!
I've written down two things in big capitals. One is mind if I drop in, and you can probably guess what the next one is. But like, just where did he get his ropes from? How did he know to swing down there? What's he doing?
Is he an experienced climber too?
Probably.
He slashes at MacGyver with a knife and he punches Nicky, which causes her to hang off the edge. Then MacGyver throws chalk in Murdoch's eyes. Like, ah!
Ah!
But then Murdoch swings in and kicks MacGyver. And he goes to cut MacGyver. MacGyver gets his rope up, which cuts. And he's like, oh! He falls backwards. MacGyver! It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's clearly a dummy. He's falling down.
Driver! Oh, also, Murdoch doesn't die here.
No, I thought that was his demise. No, he's in like another 10 episodes. How the
Every time
fuck
he
did he
gets killed and every
survive?
time he comes back.
It's like something out of McBain in The Simpsons or something. Oh god, it's so good.
God damn you, McGonagall.
MacGyver pulls Nicky up to safety, and then he goes, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm real good." And then cuts away to an ad break for some reason. Like, why? Because when it comes back, they're in the same place. Nikki still doesn't want to climb back up, and then MacGyver tells her she could be waiting for hours, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll come back with a chopper in the morning." Then Nikki reluctantly agrees to climb up, and he goes, climb on," and then it just ends.
Also, your friend is still dead.
But it weren't his
Why did
fault.
he just... Oh, it wasn't my fault. Oh, all right then. Oh, my friends die all the time. I just thought this one was my fault.
It doesn't she say something like, "I'm glad you're over this, but can you stop being so extreme with your reactions," or something like that?
You really want to just like calm yourself down a bit. Like, you're being a bit emotional, and I can't deal with it. Can't deal with
No, no. Oh my God. Right. So that was MacGyver. 2 episodes out of
it.
7 seasons, 116
So many
episodes or
notes that
whatever.
45 minutes of episode took me a solid hour and 20 minutes to watch.
My God. My God. Right then. So let's rewind back. So we're kids. It's Saturday afternoon. We're watching stuff. Oh, another one I forgot to mention Saturday afternoon. Catchphrase. We used to love watching that on Saturday afternoon.
It's good, but it's not right.
Let's go. Yeah. Right. Right.
Now,
What
who
did
have we got? Stephen Mulhern.
it's not the
You
same.
nothing puppet of a man.
Not the same. Yeah. So what did we love about it back then? So it would have been in that nice bracket of all those 80s tastic action kid-friendly TV shows.
I think what I would have liked about it then was the theme tune, well, not the theme tune, the opening credits, which promised excitement, and the moments where he was crafting stuff, not the large moments of him talking shit.
That's true.
Um, yeah, I think you know, it's the things you watch MacGyver for, right? It's him creating random stuff out of random stuff, like an arc welder out of a battery and some wire, or a trap out of a fishing rod.
Yeah. Amazing. I love it in the opening credits as well. It's showing you all this stuff, like him fashioning stuff and explosions and helicopters, and then he quickly runs through a gate before it shuts. Did you blow that?
It was the most exciting footage that we had.
Yeah. Was that gate electrified? No, no, no.
No, it wasn't gate, but it was closing. And
The bus was
if he
coming.
if he hadn't got there, he'd have had to have opened it again,
Yeah.
which
Inconvenience.
which would have taken seconds.
Uh, it's interesting what you said earlier about you'd be watching this, but then you'd be playing with your toys. Because I kind of felt the same as well. Like the A team had me hooked. It just seemed like there
Yeah,
was action going on all throughout the episode. Whereas it seemed like MacGyver, apart from when he's fashioning stuff, there is just a load of but mindless drivel. So it's
this
probably
guy's
why God,
this chap's got a mullet.
yeah, that
That's
mullet is
probably
spectacular. How have we not mentioned that? That mullet is spectacular.
hell of a haircut. Hell of a
It
haircut.
is.
No, but you're right. I think it is like it's not as action packed as you would be led to believe.
Yeah. yeah.
I think what the other ones had as well. So if you look at like this, is what I was going to mention earlier, just coming back to it. If you look at like the A Team, you've got like George Papard, you've got
Hmm.
everybody in the cast apart from Mr. T, who are all like Dwight Schultz. Like they're all
Yeah,
proper
yeah,
actors, and they're good
yeah,
actors, and they're obviously slumming it, but they at least can bring something to it. You know, Magnum, you've got Tom Selleck, who's a good
yeah.
actor. He can bring it. Richard Dean Anderson, no, he is very softly spoken and very, and I'll come to that in a second, but very
Uh-huh.
an unlikely action hero.
Yeah, and it's so weird. After MacGyver, apart from a few episodes of SG1, Stargate
No, he
SG1.
was in no, he was in every episode of
Oh, was it?
SG-1.
Oh, okay,
He's
sorry.
like he plays the Kurt Russell character from the film.
Got it. I was gonna say he didn't really do anything, but yeah, if you say he was the main character, then yes. All right,
Yeah,
fine.
he was
Yeah.
in that for well over a decade.
Okay,
So
fine,
he had a good career. He had a good career for someone that was relatively bland.
fine,
I know
fine,
there are
fine.
people out there that love Stargate that are gonna fucking hate me for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, our next bit is what do we love or hate about it now? Now, tell you what, I loved it for the wrong reasons. The wrong fucking reason. I had a hell of a time watching these dudes. I laughed my ass off, and I wasn't supposed to.
no, I mean it is kind of objectively shit.
It's
Like
dreadful.
it's dreadful. It's really badly written. It's really badly acted. It's the staging. It's so flat. Like I looked up the director of the episodes because the same guy directed the two episodes we watched, and there was a couple of directors that switched throughout the series.
Mm,
Then people on different series and that, and all his work is like TV stuff. It's like, well, yeah,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shows. This guy can't direct anything. It's just so
No.
flat and dull. It's
Oh, but the thing is, right, if it was done with a wink and a nod, yeah, and it was really
Mhm.
self-aware, it'd be genius. It'd be absolutely genius. But no, they are playing it straight, and you can't believe they are.
It's straight, and then have someone going, "Mind if I drop in?" Come on.
MacGyver! Fucking amazing. Yeah, I could write a book on everything that's wrong with this. So
Oh, it is. It's got big whiff of Dark Place vibes about it. Like it really
yeah.
does. It's like it's weird because you go and watch MacGruber. Have you ever seen MacGruber?
No, but I want to. Is it just a
I
blatant
see.
piss take of this?
Oh yeah, it is. And it started off as Saturday Night Live sketch. Saturday Night Live sketches work really, really well. MacGruber is a film that I want to like but don't. I've
Yeah,
seen it a
okay.
couple of times and I watch it. I'm like, this isn't as funny as I need it to be. Like it's such a good premise. And I
Mm.
love Will Forte, but it's like just it's not. It's got a load of WWE wrestlers in it as well.
Yeah, Jericho's in, isn't he?
There's a really good sequence. It's one of the funny sequences where he's getting the team back together and they all get together and they all get in a van and immediately blow up and die.
Oh, okay, it's brilliant.
Um, yeah, but also now watching it, it's not quite as funny as what it's taking the piss out of.
Right, yeah, that's a shame.
Because this is an easy thing to take the piss out of because it's so stupid.
Yeah. And isn't it weird, right? We're watching the A Team, and that was ridiculous, but we both agreed, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'd watch
Oh
that
yeah.
again. Yeah, holds up. But it's like, it's still bloody ridiculous, the A Team. But for some
Mm.
reason, I think I had a better time watching the A Team. This,
I
I was
think
just
this.
like, I was loving it for the wrong reasons.
I think the A Team has more of that nostalgia to it for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So it does hit a different thing, and it is winking a nod. Like George Papard knows he's in shit, and
Oh, yeah.
he's winking at the camera. Mr. T's not a great actor. They know what they're doing. This, I got the sense they didn't know what they were doing. I thought they thought that this was actually really good and really well staged. And
Yeah.
although one of the main producers is Henry Winkler, so maybe not.
Bizarre. But also, as well, you'd think it might have been a bit ropey in like series one, because like you said, finding its feet and all that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
really well established by the time we got to these two episodes, and it
Uh,
still doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. It's just
no, it's tonally all over the show, and apparently it changes more after this. It becomes more issues based, so it goes into more
oh
like real world
Jesus.
issues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it does that thing that TV shows do, where it never really like it's like a foreign nation, but it's a fake one. It's like they're never going to say like
Ah,
It's
yeah,
Iran, or
yeah,
they're
yeah.
never going to do that. So
Yeah, of
they want to
course.
be able to sell the show overseas. So you're not going to say the Russians are
Yeah,
bad guys.
yeah, yeah. Fair enough. All right, pause. Smith trivia. What you got?
Right, let's look a little bit here. So, um, Richard Dean Anderson pushed hard for MacGyver to be visibly non-violent. Even debating scripts where guns appear. They have an episode called Brother's Keeper, where it reveals that MacGyver accidentally caused a friend's death while handling a gun as a child. This is why he doesn't use guns, and so they build it into. They do have some of this stuff in there. They have this lore in it. Scripts were sometimes built around the science trick, so they'd work out what it is they wanted him to do, and then work out what the plot was, which is a really fucking stupid way to write something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, uh, da, 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 Richard Dean Anderson and the production team also made a conscious effort to include environmental messaging, which we saw ably in the Ghost ship.
Hmm.
Um, they got Pete. You mentioned Pete Thornton. Apparently, in his original couple of episodes, wasn't that big a character. It kind of became more of a character as the show went on. And as you said earlier, they built. Oh no, no, you didn't say this was off. This was off camera. They built his glaucoma. So the actor got glaucoma towards the end of the series, and they built it into the character, made the character go blind, so they could add more emotional weight to it, which I
Mm.
thought was quite neat. Um, so I'm just thinking of ones we haven't already mentioned. Okay. So here we go. Here's some more for you. Richard Dean Anderson got the role for being unactorly. Apparently, at his audition, Anderson wore his glasses and read the script plainly rather than trying to perform. You can fucking tell.
Wow.
I know. They also, the producers liked this, so Henry Winkler and co enjoyed this and deliberately avoided a traditional action star. So they didn't want someone who's going to be physically tough. They wanted someone who's going to be more sensitive and a problem solver. Um, Early career and notable guest appearances. This is quite good. Terry Hatcher appears in season 4
Mhm.
as Penny Parker. Well, season with multiple episodes she appears. I think she appears in an episode called Cleo Rocks, which is the next appearance of Murdoch.
My God.
Um, Mayim Bialik from Blossom and The Big Bang Theory appears as a child in it. Cuba Gooding
Yeah.
Jr. appeared as Billy Colton in several episodes. Tony Todd appeared in an early episode. Jackie Earle Haley appeared in an early episode. Mae Musk, Elon Musk's mother, appeared as a model long before her son became famous.
Wow.
The show reused actors consistently, so this is an interesting one. The woman who played Karen, the Russian, appears as somebody else's daughter in about 2 seasons.
It's funny.
You've got the tones. Yeah, so it was filmed kind of in various different seasons, were filmed in different locations. This season was filmed a lot in Canada, hence where you get a lot of wilderness.
Ah, yes.
And I think so. Just checking. Yes, that was all of. No, hold on. Okay, there is one more. So I was looking up the people that were in this, sort of seeing if there's anybody that's got any decent careers. We also mentioned Richard Dean Anderson, who was in Stargate. Dana Elcar, who played Pete Thornton, was in The
Hmm.
Sting,
Hmm.
and the sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey 2010, the year we made Contact. He was also in Dark Shadows, the campy TV show that Tim Burton made a movie out
Mm.
of. Bruce McGill, who played Jack Dalton, who I mentioned, Michael and Vinny, National Lampoon's Animal House, Cinderella Man, Lincoln, Sum of All Fears. He's in everything. Has a big career. Nikki Carpenter has done nothing outside of TV, and Herbie Goes Bananas. Um, and the guy who was Murdoch was in the New Adventures of Superman and various other TV stuff. He was also a lead singer for the band The Power Station, who performed at Live Aid in 1985. Quite a few of the people, included, and the woman who played the government agent in the Ghost Ship episode, are in the film, and Kurgan Kurzinger, actually, who did the stunts for it, all appear in the film. Who's Harry Crumb, the John Candy film, which
Oh,
if
yeah,
you've
yeah.
seen it, but it's absolute shite.
Is it?
You'll also know they did a 2016 reboot of MacGyver, starring Lucas Till from X-Men First Class
Mm.
as MacGyver. Uh, Character of Murdoch appears again, played by David Dastmalchian, who went
Wow.
on to be in loads of stuff and is really, really good. And I kind of want to go and see those episodes because the guy who plays his mentor, the guy who played Murdoch in the original series.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
that is all of the trivia that I have.
Wow. I've got one additional bit of stew
Oh, go
trivia.
on.
Apparently, there was talks of doing a cartoon for kids of MacGyver, where MacGyver would have a sidekick of a talking monkey. And Richard Dean Anderson said, absolutely fucking not. Thing is, they could have easily gone ahead with it and just not had him voice the character, but no, apparently they
Yeah.
listened to him and it never happened.
They did two, as I was saying, I didn't mention that. After the series ended, they did two TV movies. They
Oh,
just
okay.
kept coming back for more bites of that MacGyver cherry.
Well,
The script of which was just 90% the word MacGyver. Okay.
yeah. Cool. All right. The final verdict. Does it hold up?
Oh, no. No, no, no. No,
No.
it's terrible.
No, it doesn't. Do you know what? I really wanted it
It's
to,
awful.
even for nostalgia, but no, no, I should not be laughing at this. It's not supposed to be funny
I
like
mean,
that.
I will watch more of it because it's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, God. I want to see more Murdoch. My God.
I'm going to watch
Yeah.
the Murdoch episodes.
Fucking hell, man. Like, I had a great time watching this, but it is toilet. I'm sorry. I'm not. No. And
No,
it's
it's not
so
good.
weird. Some people love it. Absolutely love
I
it. Like,
don't think some people love it. I think some people love the memory of it. I
maybe.
think some people love the nostalgia of it.
But I can't believe even back then it was such a rating success and it went on for 7 series and over like
Mm,
7 years. It's just insane. I was like, why? Why was it this
stand
popular?
standards were lower.
Maybe. Maybe. Right then. So, next episode's nomination, which is me. It's my turn. So, Smith, what if I was to say to you, I want you to call off Christmas?
Well, I'd say no. I enjoy Christmas.
And what if I told you I wanted to cut your heart out with a spoon?
Well, wouldn't a knife be sharper?
It's blunt, you twit. It'll hurt more. And then what if I was
Oh,
to say, everything I do it for you?
I'd say no. That's sweet, but
Eh,
it's weird. You got
It
a wife
is.
and
It is.
child.
I do. I do. I do.
Well, I've told you before. No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, back onto this nomination. No. So what do you think we're covering next?
Well, I mean, I'd worked it out pretty early. It's going to be the mum's mum's choice, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, my mum loves this film as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I hated it when I was a kid because my mum loved it.
Yeah, my mum loved it a little too much, and Bryan Adams a little too much. So yeah,
Yeah, likewise.
yeah, yeah. So yes, we will be covering the 1991 smash hit blockbuster Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I watched this film to death when I was a kid. I've not watched it in a long, long time. We will be covering the theatrical one though, not the extended one, because the extended one is weird. So yeah,
I'm going to watch the extended one.
it's so weird. They put all these unnecessary scenes in it, and it almost becomes like a completely different film. It's like, what is the point of this? But yeah.
Ooh, well, that's interesting. I've not seen that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're just going to plug our socials before we get out of here. So we are on email, it doesn't hold up podcast at gmail.com. We're on Instagram, it doesn't hold up podcast. We're on Twitter, X as it's now known, it doesn't hold up pod. We are on YouTube at it doesn't hold up podcast. And we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other places you listen to podcasts. So give us a good review, like us, share us, recommend us. And yeah, keep those suggestions coming because we will cover them eventually. So, Smith, is there anything else you'd like to say on MacGyver before we come back for Robin Hood?
Yes, I'd just like to say, did you know that I've known him for 8 years?
8 years. Wow. And I'd like to say a paperclip can be a wondrous thing. More times than I can remember. One of those has got me out of the tight spot.